All right, it's time that we addressed your ex's disrespect for you. And we need to really understand this in order to have good, strong relationship success. This is something that I think is often overlooked, but let's go ahead and get right on into this in this video. Hey there, it's Clay with modernlove.life. So let's talk about your ex's disrespect. Many times after a breakup, people may experience that their ex just doesn't respect them the same way. Maybe they take them for granted, or maybe they cancel plans at the last minute, or maybe they ghost them, or maybe they don't respond, or maybe they just, treat them like an option, or whatever the case might be. Where is this coming from, and what is actually happening here? Now, many times your ex may, just be trying to disconnect emotionally from all of this. But if you look down on a deeper emotional level, as subscribers of this channel know, the emotional connection is the most important thing in order to understand what's happening here. But if you look down at the emotional level, what is often happening here is your ex is trying to make a decision about whether or not they made the right choice in ending things with you. Now, just like with the previous video where we talked about why your ex punishes you, they're constantly weighing in their mind this version of you that they believe that they broke up with versus this version of you that they might be experiencing when the two of you are interacting and spending time with. And so many times they're holding on to this negative version of you and interacting with that version of you right now. That may not be you. You may have reformed, you may have changed. Maybe that is some sort of distorted version of you that they had to create in order to justify their decision or something like that. That may not be you at all. But if they're holding on to that and they think that that's you, they think that you're this horrible person, then perhaps that disrespect is actually them expressing their hurt and projecting their hurt that they're feeling onto you or onto this version of you that they believe that you might be. Just understand that they're doing this because they think it's what they need to do in order to justify their choice, in order to feel good about the decisions that they've made, and in order to feel good about what they've done thus far. Now, in order to deal with this and in order to address this, what's really important is to call them back to the present moment, to call them back to how you're showing up right now. First of all, if there is anything that you did in the past that you do need to apologize for or straighten out or clean up or anything like that, obviously go ahead and do that. I imagine you probably would already know that, and I imagine you probably already have done something like that. Use things that we've talked about, like the fresh start message or whatever the case might be, to clean those sorts of things up. Beyond that, what you want to do is you want to keep their attention and keep their focus in on the present moment with you, because this allows them to interact with the version of you that's right there in front of you, rather than this sort of contrived punching bag that they're holding on to, either from past memories or exaggerated shortcomings or whatever the case might be. And if you're able to keep their focus in on this version of you that's right there in the present moment, they're able to interact with that version of you. They'll be able to slowly start to forget that negative version of you from before. They'll be able to start to slowly trust you a little bit more, and they'll be able to start to open up a little bit more towards you. So when it comes to this whole issue of disrespect, you really want to keep them present, because when they're not present, they're going into this process of judging you. They're going into resurfacing the past. They're going into judging themselves. They're going into all of these other places that our mind goes when it's not present. And what we want to do is we want to pull that attention back into the present moment so that they can continue to interact with us and build a strong connection with us. So up next, I'd like you to go ahead and visit this previous video that we made on why your ex punishes you and even how they might do this when they love you. And that should start to give you some strategies about how you can start to recover from this and start to move forward with creating a better positive connection with them. I'll see you over there in that video.